Hi humans, welcome back to my channel. My name is Anita. In the previous video, I had been talking about judgment, and I said that we are going to be talking about how to handle judgment in the next video. I apologize, I'm not going to be talking about that today. I'm postponing that video for the near future. Before I forget, please subscribe to my channel, like, and if what I'm going to talk about today resonates, please write in the comments section. As a country, Uganda, we are under our second lockdown. As much as some of us saw it coming, the rest of us didn't see this coming. We kept believing we are not going to be locked down. But when it happened, and we've got to face it. The majority of us are home, but some of us are in the hospital. Our relatives and friends are in the hospital. Some people lost their lives. So I request that we continue to follow the SOPs. Now that we are home, how are you handling it? How are you handling the lockdown? How are you handling isolation? Personally, I have many ways I am handling it because I'm not in the hospital, thank God. So us who are at home cannot say we are bored because there are people who are at the hospital or who are in ICU and they wish they were at home bored. So we cannot take this for granted. So how are you handling the lockdown? How are you handling isolation? First of all, you have to accept it. You have to accept that this is the trend that the world has taken. We are in isolation. Some other countries have left the isolation and they are not in it anymore. But we as a country, we are in our second isolation, our second lockdown. So how are we handling it? So how are you managing the lockdown? I'm going to share with you some of the ways I am managing. For starters, I had to stay away from social media that was giving me negative vibes. You have to stay away from all sorts of conspiracy theories that are telling you the world is ending tomorrow. This is not good for your health. Negative news that keeps coming from all places is going to bring down your immunity. So I make sure I stay away from negative news. I minimize my time on social media. You do not have to go on the Ministry of Health websites trying to find out how many people have died in the country today. No, this is not good for you and it's not going to help you cope with the lockdown. You could go on social media because, well, it has its pros and cons. I usually go on social media to listen to podcasts. I love podcasts by a guy called Tim Ferriss. He is so encouraging. Once in a while, I also listen to Eckhart Tolle, the author of The Power of Now. Man, that guy kind of turns on this bulb in your head and it's like he wakes you up. It's like you've been sleeping when you listen to his teachings on YouTube. Another way I'm coping with lockdown is I make sure I program my day. You cannot spend your whole day in your PJs. You cannot spend your whole day lying in the couch. The days will be extremely, very, very long. So what I do, I make a plan of what I'm going to do for the whole day. First of all, I make sure I don't oversleep. When you oversleep, there's a way you become lazy and there's a way your day drags on and on. So I make sure I get up early and I go for a walk with my cousins and my sister. We make sure we go a bit early when there are few people on the road so that we are able to finish before the road gets, packed with other people. So we get up early and we walk, which is good for our health. Another thing I do is I separate chores, like the kind of chores I'm going to do in that day. Yesterday, I cleaned the kitchen cabinets and I put down all the plates and the cups and I cleaned them. Today, I cleaned my bookshelves. I put down all the books and I cleaned them. I wiped, I dusted because it gives me something to do and keeps, kind of makes the day short. Tomorrow I am going to clean my plants. I'm going to wipe the leaves, leaf by leaf. You know, all this takes time and it kind of makes the day go on very fast. Another way I'm coping with the lockdown is that I journal. I really like to journal. Previously, before we broke off, before we were shut down, I used to journal either when I would be so happy or when I would be very sad. My journaling is like my kind of escape, like when I do not have someone to talk to. By the way, during this time, if you feel like you really have to talk to someone, please do it. But if you cannot, you can journal. You can write and pour out all your feelings in a journal, and the journal will not judge you. The journal will not tell you to shut up. You'll just write and write and write. Another way that I'm coping with the lockdown is I am watching what I eat, first of all, and I'm making sure that I hydrate. I'm taking more water than I normally take during the normal days. These days I take 2 to 3 liters a day because I can pee whenever I want. There is no workload holding me down on my desk. I'm not making excuses about not taking water. It's also good to take different kinds of teas and do a little bit on the milk. Milk is not good for us in lots of quantities. Another way I'm managing the lockdown is I stay in touch with friends. I call my mother like once in a while to see how she's doing. Are you calling your people? Are you checking on your people? People may tell you that they are fine in text, but you can hear when they're not fine in their voice. So I request that you call them, find out how your people are doing. Take time to, if you can do FaceTime, do it. Find out how they're doing. It kind of makes the day go on. Enough of my ways of how I'm handling the isolation. Please write in the comment section of how you are spending your day and how you are trying to minimize the time and how you're trying to make your days shorter. Until the next time, please continue to follow the Ministry of Health guidelines, continue to follow the SOPs, stay healthy, and be grateful. This is a very good time to be alive because we are lucky to be alive. Excuse me. I'm trying to channel someone. If you know, you know. Bye-bye.